Morning, it's Arnold. Been a while since I've done those styles of videos, but welcome to the living room of wisdom. Today I want to talk to you about fixing your lead quality once and for all through things that people don't talk about enough. So I know you've heard all about fix your messaging, talk to the ideal avatar, upgrade the people that you're talking to, etc., etc., etc. That's all good and nice, but what I'm going to talk about is much more important, much more powerful. And if you implement it, your lead quality is going to just, I don't like using those words, you know, the ChatGPT words, explode, skyrocket, but it's going to get better, much better. But not only that, running your business is gonna feel much smoother, much more beautiful, much easier, and you're gonna love it. And the people who are gonna buy from you are gonna love it too. Cool? With me, let's have some fun. See, in the past decade, I've built multiple companies and I've mentored multiple companies and I've advised multiple companies online. So everything is online. I've never had a job. I've never had something that didn't sell online. And my first company, successful one. I had many losing ones, but the first successful one was in 2020. And I remember one day I was speaking to my business partner and I told him, let's put together a guide and give it to people on your Instagram. And we put together a six-pack ab shortcut, something like that. It was a fitness company. And 252 people took it within 48 hours. 252 new leads within 48 hours. And this was one of the first times that I experienced an influx of leads that we couldn't handle within the business. And then skip forward to 2024, I think. I created one of those lead form posts. So if you want this, raise your hand. And I got on my post with an audience of 3,000 people on my Facebook, which is a pretty small audience. I remember I got 160 something leads organically. And then after a couple of weeks, it raised to 200, 220 leads completely organically, which really I ran my entire business from those leads for an entire year, which is amazing. And then from there, I started to analyze what drives leads and what's sexy for leads and what makes sense to get leads into your business, especially high quality leads, people who can afford you, people who can work with you. And here's what I achieved and here's what I reached from my work and from my research. It doesn't matter the messaging, zero. The six-pack ab thing that we offered to people was in a lot of ways a very beginner thing, a very simple thing. Something that if you offer people right now, they would laugh at you. The lead post that I created in 2024 that got 160 something leads was also a very simple lead. It was basically, I offered people my content system, which was a Notion dashboard, because everyone was writing content on Google Docs. So I created a Notion dashboard and I told people hey, this is how you can manage and track your content. That's all that I did, which right now with AI, you can just tell Claude what you want to do and it creates it for you very simply. So what was the reason the leads were so good? What was the reason the business was so good? What was the reason so many people raised their hands? And it's actually a story, it's actually a metaphor, a beautiful metaphor, which is, would you invite people to your house? So welcome to my house, by the way. This is only the living room. Sometimes I sit down and I like to work from the living room because we have a beautiful view here. Would you invite people to your house if your house was dirty? Would you invite people to your house if your house was dirty? Please say yes or no in your mind. I don't think so. I don't think that you would invite people to your house if your house was dirty, right? So why are you inviting people to your business if your business is not clean? Now, when I say it's not clean, I'm not saying that there's something shady with it, but your delivery is not on point. Your offer is not clear. You have too many offers. Your messaging isn't really dialed in, so you really don't know what you're doing. You kind of have an idea of what you're doing. You kind of know what you're positioning yourself as, but it's not really very clear. Your automations are, sometimes they launch, sometimes they don't launch. Your consistency is pretty bad. So you send an email, you disappear, and then you come back. You can't hold your clients to a high standard. You can't really follow up with clients properly. That's what I mean with a business that's not clean or dirty. It's kind of, you have too many things open in the business that you didn't close, too many tabs open, and it became too much. Your business on the back end became too much. Now here's another thing to think about. Why would you invite people to work with you if you are not clean? So what I mean by that, if you're overwhelmed, if you have too many things happening at the same time, if you are thinking about a billion things, your workday is hectic, your client checkups are completely random, you live your life from the lens of your limiting beliefs, and everything that you do is always repeating the same patterns and the same mistakes in your life, and you're not very clear on what's sabotaging you and what's working for you, etc., 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 etc. Why would you invite people? Sorry if you hear that, but hey, we live in the countryside. In the countryside, for some reason, people don't like using cars, so they go on motorbikes everywhere, literally, which is crazy. Anyway, why would you invite people to this world? Now, here's a thing. Here's a very interesting thing. By the way, I got it from a book. The book is over there. The book is written by one of the leading FBI investigators and one of the leading human behaviorists in the world. His name is Chase Hughes, okay? So you can read his books. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant author, okay? And he said something within his book that it sticks with me till this day. You don't have to say something for people to read you and to feel you. So you don't have to say, the words that you say don't mean anything, because people pick up on your energy, on your vibrations, on the things that are within you much before you say a word. And you know what I mean when you meet someone and you feel immediately that you know this person, you're comfortable with this person, they feel good, they feel like they're a good vibe, versus when you meet someone that you just don't want to spend another minute with. Literally, I experienced that this weekend, and God forbid, like, this is not an experience that anyone should experience. Spending time with someone that you don't want to be with. So people feel you. People feel you. And when you try to fix your messaging and upgrade your content and be more talkative in your content and be smarter in the way that you're talking and be smarter in the way that you're presenting yourself, you're not doing yourself any good. Because you're wasting time on fixing the wrong things within your business. Because everything in the back end, in the back of your mind that you're trying to push, it's like, I'll take care of that later on. I'll fix this automation later on. I'll fix my business later on. I'll clean my limiting beliefs later on. All of the things that you are pushing and you are pushing to cover, people feel it. They can't say like this person is experiencing X, Y, Z. They can't pinpoint it, but they can feel it. They can feel that something is wrong with you. They can feel that you're not 100% authentic. It's kind of like, imagine, I've never made $1 million for myself net profit. Never, never, never. I made 2 clients, but never for me. Now imagine if I came here, I looked at you, I'm like, learn from me, I'm a multi-millionaire. I would be lying. You most probably felt it here because you're like, I don't really believe that guy. I'm not a multimillionaire. So imagine I tried to prove to people and to push to people and to convince people that I'm a multimillionaire. What do you think would happen there? They would feel it. They would feel that something is off. And even when people would buy from me, okay, when people would buy from me, they would realize that I'm not a multimillionaire. They would realize that I've been lying. They would realize that I haven't been 100% congruent and authentic with my words. And they will not work with me again, pay me again, refer people to me, or even leave a testimonial, which is 80% of coaching businesses nowadays. So the first step, if you want to fix your lead quality, is fix your business for it to become an attraction point of higher quality leads. Second step, once you do that, your content, your marketing, and everything that you produce on the front end of your business is just simply a reflection of what you have already done. This is where the words documenting come from. A lot of people take it wrong. A lot of people think that documenting is just sharing everything. Yeah, you can share everything. And if you have an entire completely messy business, you will share it and you will attract the wrong people. But if you have a clean business with clean automations, clean resources, clean assets, clean delivery, clean customer journey, everything makes sense on the back end. Once you start sharing it with the world, people are going to see it and people are going to be like, oh, that's so clear. I would like to be part of it. I would like to join that world. I would like to be in this environment and in this universe, especially high quality people, because like from me, I've made pretty decent amount of money in my life. Like I live in a beautiful place because of the money that I've made, okay? And I know that when I join someone's world, someone's workshop, someone's coaching program, someone's mentorship, one of the first things that I'm looking for is structure and cleanliness and the energy of what I'm joining and the vibe of what I'm joining. I don't want to join a messy world. I don't want to add overwhelm to my world. Same thing for the people that you're looking for. The high quality people that you're looking for, the qualified leads, the higher level earners, whatever you want to call them, you can call them, even though in my opinion, like the quality of leads has nothing to do with how much money they make. It has to do with their past experiences and if they're positioned in a way to work with you, which is another marketing lesson for another time. But if you want to work with higher quality leads, the simplest thing for you to do is to fix your business and start showing everything that you've done. That's it. This is how we get leads today. The way that I get leads is I create an Instagram reel or a Facebook post showing people something that I built on the back end of my business. That's it. That's all that I do. And the people who want it, they raise their hands and they take it and they're like, oh, that was so clean, that was so amazing. The way that I received it was so clean and was so amazing. Can you give me more? And I'm like, for sure, I'm gonna give you more. Work with me. Some of you right now might be watching and you're like, is that it? What's the messaging trick? What's the post that you used? That's why you're broke. And that's why you're stuck. Because you're focusing on everything that doesn't really move the business forward. Think different. If you want to attract high quality people, become a high quality person. And to become a high quality person, you need to fix every single thing that you've been having on the back of your mind or in the back of your business that you haven't dealt with. Because once you deal with all of that, you become a reflection of the people that you want to attract. And it becomes pretty easy for you to gain rapport and gain trust with them. Cool? Awesome. Let's go have some fun. See you. Bye-bye.